Hey, did you know that we only have 170 days before this year ends? That's roughly 24 weekends. That's like 24 Saturdays, 24 Sundays. And maybe you have certain goals that you still want to achieve this year. So if there are certain results that you want to achieve before this year ends, I suggest you watch this video. Hi everyone, I'm Sheila McKenna, founder of Push Factor. Thank you for watching this video, and I dedicate it to anybody who wants to achieve certain results by December 31st, 2019. Now, Rihanna decided to get on Twitter and tweeted, and I quote, "2020 is in 6 months. Don't let anybody waste your time." And while everybody was going on and on about the fact that she hasn't dropped an album this year and is still waiting for her to drop one, I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, it is 6 months to the end of this year, and I haven't achieved half of the things that I said that I was going to do by now. So I need to get serious and figure out exactly what I need to do, because I have goals. And I'm pretty sure you have too. I'm pretty sure there's at least one thing you want to do before this year ends so that you can look back and say, you know what? I did it. I achieved that goal. I made it a reality. And if you're in that spot, then I have 5 tips for you that can definitely help you to achieve the goals that you want this year. I don't care if it's just one goal. Even if it's just one thing that you have to do, I'm pretty sure that these tips are going to help you get there. Now, the first tip is for you to write down that one thing that you have to do by the end of this year. It has to be urgent. It has to be something that makes you anxious, something that excites you, something that you really, really will be proud of by the end of this year. Something that you're going to look at and you're going to say, you know what, I'm so glad that I did this, and I'm proud of myself for the things that I have done to get to this place. Now, what could that be? It could be anything. You might want to be healthier and fitter and look better. You might want to save money. You might want to do something towards your career advancement. You might want to improve certain relationships in your life right now. It's really up to you. The idea here is to pick something that, again, is urgent. Something that you feel it's not an option anymore. I must do this. Because if I don't do it this year, then I really don't know when I'm going to do it. Pick that one thing. Tip number 2, write down what it's going to feel like when you achieve that goal. Are you going to believe in yourself more? Are you going to have more self-respect? Are you going to impact the lives of the people closest to you? What is it going to look like when you achieve this goal? How is it going to make you feel? I want you to paint as clear and as visceral a picture for what it's going to feel like, what it's going to look like, what it's going to taste like when you achieve that goal. Make it as real in your mind as possible, because that's the way that you are going to be motivated enough, and it's going to inspire you enough to keep going. Number 3, and I know I probably said this, but be very specific about this goal. Don't be wishy-washy about it. Write it down. Now, this is a cue card. It's an index card. It's a flash card, whatever it is that you want to call it. But you can write down this simple goal right here. Write it down and make sure that every day you read it. Keep it in your wallet. Keep it in your purse. Take it out every day at a certain time, preferably in the morning when you wake up, and in the evening before you sleep, and take a look at what your goal is, what it is that you want to achieve. And especially during those days when you haven't gotten the thing done, when you haven't achieved a milestone towards this goal, you can look at it and say, I have to do this. This has to be done by the end of this year. This is very, very important. It's going to sink into your brain, into your subconscious, that you have a goal. You have something that you need to do. You have actions that you need to take in order to get here. Now, number 4 should have been number 1 actually, and that is to get an accountability partner or a coach. Now, you don't need me to tell you how important somebody in your corner is, somebody who is not only cheering you on, somebody who really has your best interests at heart, but somebody who is also not going to take your BS. So when you tell them that there's a specific goal that you want to achieve, then they know it and they are going to hold you accountable to that goal. I know myself. I know that I can be lazy, I can be unfocused. I have real problems when it comes to that. So what did I do? I got somebody on my team, somebody who can not only hold me accountable, but who can actually help me see the vision of the things that I need to do, not only this year, but for a long time to come. And this person holds no bars. They tell me exactly what I need to hear. They tell me the brutal truth. And they know we have come up with certain milestones. Like I have 72 blog posts, 72 videos, and 72 podcasts to do before this year ends. Now, all that information is broken down. There are things that I need to fulfill by the end of today, things that I need to fulfill by the end of this week. Now, my question to you is, would you be able to do any of that if you didn't have somebody in your corner? If you know that you're not that person, trust me, it is really important for you to find somebody who is going to cheer you on, who is going to be brutally honest with you, and who is going to make sure that the goal that you need to achieve will be done by the end of this year. Number 4 is to break down your goal. Make sure that it is actionable. Make sure that it is broken down into small bite-sized chunks that you can manage. And also, every time you achieve this goal on a daily basis, a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, you can actually measure your progress and you can see what you've done, and it will motivate you to do more because you will actually start creating a momentum for yourself. And when you start seeing the results of the things that you're doing, trust me, you will definitely have more energy and more purpose and a bigger vision for why it is really important for you to get this done. So make sure that you have a daily, weekly, and monthly breakdown of your goal. Call them milestones and watch your momentum grow. Yes, you have your goal. Yes, you have your accountability partner. Yes, everything has been broken down into bite-sized chunks. But when specifically do these actions need to be done by? Make sure that you have your calendar. If you don't have one, buy one. Ensure that there are specific days that these milestones need to be achieved so that that goal can be done. Actually, let me put it this way. It doesn't matter if you do not achieve that goal. The idea here is to make progress, is to put yourself in a place where you're seeing momentum and your self-confidence is building and you are getting stronger and better and faster and you're gaining more skills and you're just doing better than you were before. The idea here is movement. So if you achieve a goal and you haven't seen the milestones that it has taken you to get there, then the likeliness is that you might not even appreciate how far you've come and what you've done. But when you have a calendar, when you've written down those things, when you can look back and say, I did exactly what I needed to do this week, and I'm going to repeat it again next week, and I'm going to do it again the next week, and I'm going to have a full month of all these milestones that I've achieved, imagine what that's going to do for your self-esteem. Imagine what that's going to do for your confidence in your abilities and the things that you know that you can do that you never thought that you could. So make sure that everything that you do is in a calendar. Make sure that you've written it down. Make sure when you have achieved it, you can mark it and say that you've done it. So if you've come to the end of this video, then it means that you found value in it. And if you did, then go ahead and like and subscribe and share it with your friends and family, because I'll be doing so many more of these as the weeks, the months, and the years go by. Go ahead and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Take care of yourselves. Until the next video. Bye for now.